I've said it for years, more teams should look within the pool in Africa. Some of the talent in Africa is outrageous, and every so often you land on a gem when you think of Mohamed Kudus, Abdul Fatawu, Ernest Nuama, and now Barcelona may have landed on one of the most promising upcoming talents in Africa, and that's a boy named Abdul Issah. Abdul Issah is the latest prodigy coming out of Ghana, and due to his terrific performances, he's managed to land himself a move to the Giants Barcelona. At just 18 years old, he's already managed 61 senior appearances, scoring 12 goals, providing 4 assists. But it's his collective performances that have caught the eye. He started out his career at Still Believe Academy before making the move into Dreams' Academy, and this is where he's made his breakout. So for those that don't know me, my name's Antonio Mango, and I do scout analysis on all the best upcoming talents so you don't have to. So if you are new here or if you are returning, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button to support this channel. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at Issah's strengths, weaknesses, and exactly what Barcelona fans can expect. Issah is known for his versatility and creativity on the pitch. Predominantly played as an attacking midfielder, but he's also played on the wing. And you can see from the images, there is some tactical and technical flexibility with him. He possesses a unique blend of technical ability, pace, and intelligence. His dribbling skills are one of his standout features, allowing him to take on defenders with ease, creating goal-scoring opportunities for himself and his teammates. So as I've just mentioned, his dribbling aspect, which I think is his most creative and best feature. This is where we're going to begin. Issah is a high-volume intensity dribbler. He's full of life, full of confidence, and he's got personality. So even when a dribble doesn't come off, he'll try again, showing great personality and character on the pitch. He's generally a dribbling machine. He's got wonderful balance, low center of gravity. He's powerful and he's aggressive in his dribbles. So his greatest qualities is his one-on-one dribbling abilities. His electric speed, acceleration enables him to fly past opponents. His ability to accelerate and deaccelerate and modulate his speed is frightening. He can chop and change his speed in an instant. He's got incredible coordination, body feint, and he's powerful and direct running style. So because of this, he possesses great ability to lead counter-attacks. And because of this feature, he has great ability to play and receive inside pockets of space. And that's why you'll often find Issah, he likes to receive in between the lines. He has exceptional ball control and quick feet to maneuver and reduce spaces. But he becomes far more dangerous when he receives when he's able to turn on the ball. This allows him to reach top speed extremely quickly. As you can see from his heat map, Issah likes to work the right half spaces. He does have the freedom to go out on the left, but because he's left-footed and likes to cut inside onto his left foot, his most favoured method is to work that right channel. So in essence, he's superb at anticipating space and patterns of play to arrive in crucial fashion to hurt the opposition. He likes to float and roam around the right half space, or occasionally drifts out wide to receive near the touchline. But he only does this selfishly to withdraw, creating space for midfield runners. So he's always on the move and has a tendency to drift into new and unexpected positions to hurt the opposition and to get on the ball. Now let's get back talking about his ability on the ball, because it's generally outrageous. A player with his impulse on the ball always seems to find a way. He carries the ball really quickly in open spaces, but he also keeps the ball extremely well under pressure and tight spaces. Issah has crazy athleticism, consistently able to beat his opponents off the dribble. He utilises his terrific attributes to have many tricks in his arsenal. Speaking of tricks, he's got a lot of tricks in his arsenal, but those tricks aren't just for show, they're for creating real means of separation in isolation. This makes him a consistent threat anywhere on the pitch, especially in one-on-one dribbling, particularly in the half spaces or near the touchline, where he can use his ballet-like balance to weave around challenges. This makes defenders unsure on how to stop him, whether they get touch tight or not. Either way, they're going to be beaten by terrific technical ability, low center of gravity, and raw speed. He has a wonderful relationship with the ball. He's got quick feet manipulation in tight spaces, and he's incredibly dangerous in one-on-ones. His ball control and manipulation allows him to move inside and outside of players, making him insanely unpredictable. His dribbles have such conviction, and he's particularly intelligent in the way he uses his body to feint and manipulate opponents. This makes him particularly useful when breaking down low blocks. So either way, he can dribble at top speed and outrun a defender, or he can modulate his speed and outsmart a defender with feints and body movements. Now, one thing I will say about his dribbling and his control, he has unorthodox technique, and occasionally an awkward first touch can hinder his overall performance, but his physical strength and low center of gravity that he applies allows him to keep his balance and somehow come away with the ball. This probably exhibits his reaction speed. He's reacting to what the defender does, and this allows him to glide past defenders. Now let's touch upon his creativity and his ability to transition. Well, he's quite aggressive in his dribble, and this aggressive style during initial phases of possession helps progress the play by bypassing oppositions. So what I'm saying by that is pretty much he's got the ability to dribble past multiple opponents and eliminate them from the game. He's an extremely challenging player to dispossess due to his low center of gravity, his balance, and his quick turning ability, allowing him to maintain stability and just powerfully progress forwards. Issah is completely instinctive and intuitive with his creativity. He's got the ability to send crosses into the box. He's got the ability to facilitate through balls, or he's got the ability to beat opponents and create that way. He's got every tool in his locker you want from a young upcoming player. However, his creativity needs to find consistency. Before we delve a little bit deeper into his creativity, his lack of decision making can be off. Sometimes he carries the ball too much when he could offload it. Sometimes he offloads it too early when there's room to carry. He just needs to find that consistency in his decision making. But he's a young lad, and things like this come with experience. So I've got no doubt at Barca, especially on their training ground, they'll just coach that into him easily. But because he often receives a ball centrally, and that's due to Dreams' tactics and where they position him on the pitch, he's most often in common creative aspect comes from through balls or chip balls along the top. But he's extremely intelligent and very good at sending long balls out wide, allowing his wingers to isolate the fullback. Issah possesses great vision and awareness. He's got the ability to detect teammates that are in more adventurous positions. He's got a nice way to pass to execute the ball, but he wants to create, and he's got that flair. His ability to hit pinpoint passes into the penalty area or crosses into the penalty area are two of his main associative attributes. Issah's intentions are extremely good and interesting to dynamize his team's possessions. Due to his low center of gravity, athleticism, and speed on his footwork, this makes him extremely difficult to dispossess. And with experience, he's starting to add more facets to his game. One of those that has been evolving is raising his head when he's on the ball. This just allows him to see more options to contribute to more assists and generally create more chances for his team. So he's quite well-rounded in his creativity. They're quite divided between fast combinations in tighter areas or long balls when he's looking to retain possession or trying to stretch the play. This just means he's not one-dimensional and he's incredibly unpredictable. So where you'll see him do his best magic is when he receives within the right half space, cuts in on his left foot, and he's got three options. He can hit the other winger to stretch the play, he can send an inviting cross into the far post, or he can send a disguised pass to an outgoing runner. It's up to him to make that decision correctly. But what I'm saying is he's certainly got the attributes to execute it. And then finally, let's touch upon his ball striking ability. Well, his technical ability is one of his best attributes, and he's got a wonderful left foot. This allows him to strike from distance or from close perimeters. Issah is a high volume shooter. He's averaging 4.5 shots per 90. However, there is a weakness in there in an area of improvement. He's only getting one of those 4.5 shots on target. I like his ambition. I like his ball striking technique, but he just needs more composure and accuracy. For sure, there's going to be highlights where you see him ping one in the top corner from distance or score wonderful set piece because he's got that ability. We just need to see more of it. Like I mentioned earlier, I said he's got a nice awareness of space. This allows him to receive the ball in space where he can open up his body and have a strike at goal, or he can get in behind the opposition like we've seen him often do, often in that right-hand channel where he can cut in on his left foot and beat the goalkeeper. Issah tends to hit the corners with his ball strikes, and he's got a nice blend of power and curling method. So one of his most notable attributes is his powerful left foot. He's not afraid to shoot from distance. And you can see from the highlights, his long distance shooting has become a trademark of his game. Although he doesn't get it right all the time, this ability to score from outside the box just adds an extra dimension to his team's attack. It makes him a consistent threat when in the final third. So when you combine all those attributes, the dazzling feet, the flamboyance, the flair, the trickery, the pace, the explosiveness, the athleticism when he's dribbling, the vision, the passing, the ability to unlock defenses, and the additional attribute to score goals, he's coming to Barcelona as one of the most exciting prospects in Ghana. Now, there's one last thing I want to touch on that's tactically in the defensive system. You'll be surprised to know he's actually very tenacious defensively. A player who understands his defensive responsibilities. He's averaging 6 ball recoveries per game. That just highlights his tenacity and his willingness to work hard for the team. Now, he's averaging 1.6 tackles per game, which is great for a young offensive player. But what attribute stands out to me is he's averaging 1.7 ball recoveries in the final third. This ability to press opponents and this hunger to win the ball back just allows Barca to win turnovers further up the field, and this will create more and a greater goal scoring opportunity. And the defensive phase where he does have to improve is his tackling ability. He sometimes mistimes and misplaces tackles or makes it easy for the opponent to drift past him because he's quite aggressive. So the coach will just have to get him to understand the trigger points and when to make a challenge and when not to make a challenge. And then finally, defensively, his positional play can be quite off. And that's probably why he makes so many ball recoveries for an offensive player, because he's often tracking back. It's not a bad thing inside of a young footballer, but it's something that the Barca coaches will have to adopt and coach into him. But from the attributes that I've seen and analysed and spoke about, Barca are getting one of the most exciting talents, but it's up to Barca to give him that platform to express himself. Not every transfer works out, and I'm not saying this guy is going to become the next Messi. That's not what I'm saying. But his attributes and his characteristics show that there is a talent in there. So good luck to the boy, because, as you know, I'm a big fan of African football, and I want to see Africans do well in Europe. So this is another one that I'm going to keep a close eye on. But unfortunately, that is the end of the episode. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on another one. And once again, I just want to say I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching.